I don't understand. No, like the webcam was like, "Hey, you're on this one," and then it's like, "No, you're actually on the overlay." I don't know, like, because I have the your stream up on my right
Mm,
monitor.
can't hear you.
You can't hear me. What the hell?
Oh,
What is?
now I can.
Now you can. Yeah, so I had your stream up on the right hand monitor, and OBS was saying, "Hey, it's on the stream starting soon page,"
Yeah.
and then the right hand monitor was like, "No, what's actually live is the webcams and just us chatting." So that was weird.
That's weird.
I guess
Thanks.
we're just gonna skip straight into it because
Guess we'll hop right in. Sounds like a plan.
yeah. Hi, sup?
Hello. Oh, it's getting colder and it's getting warmer for you and
Uh huh. Uh huh.
opposite sides of the earth and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. It's getting above 30. It's gross. I don't like
Oof.
any part of it.
No, above 30 is bad times. Bad
Yeah.
times for all.
That
Yeah.
that's basically like above 90 for you. Yeah.
I know. Yep.
I,
30 is gross and 40 is the surface of the sun,
yeah.
which it
Fortunately,
regularly gets to that temperature in Australia.
uh, regularly like gets close in the summer. It's never 40 in the winter. Maybe 40
Well,
Fahrenheit,
no,
but like
you're right. You're right. You're right. Not in the winter. Not in the winter. But in the
yeah.
summer, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every year. Yeah. Gross. Horrible. Horrible. Your shirt says Amity. Like
Oh,
Amityville
it,
Horror?
it's an Amity Affliction t-shirt, but it also has Calvin and Hobbes on it.
It does.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It says all my friends are dead.
Oh,
Just that's kind of their vibe.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Bill Watterson, who famously never licensed any of his stuff for merchandise.
Is that true?
It's true.
No.
Never did. Not once. So anytime you see a bumper sticker or a shirt or a hat or a poster with Calvin and Hobbes, it is not a real one.
Um,
He
what about like
famously
books?
hated licensing. Books are good.
Books are
That's
good.
not licensing. That's just releasing his own content in book format.
Right, but what about like a coloring book or something? Something he didn't write.
No. Nope. No coloring books. No stuffed animals. No, again, stuff that hangs down from your rear view mirror in your car. No hats. No hoodies.
Okay.
Nothing. No mugs. Like other comics, Garfield and Snoopy, like Charlie Brown in particular, have been
Uh-huh.
licensed
Oh,
out of the
yeah.
ass.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of saw that and he was like, I don't like what that does to the brand. I don't like how that feels. So he just famously never licensed anything.
That's fair. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Um,
And I mean, he could have made like $800 million licensing Calvin and Hobbes merch, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
He just never did. It just never interested him. It's one of the like more kind of insanely principled stances I'm familiar with in the world over the last 50 years,
Uh-huh.
where this dude just was basically handed a blank check and was like, no,
No.
no
Well,
thanks. I don't like this.
not quite blank, but pretty blank.
Yeah. And it's not even like you're killing kids in Africa or, you know what I mean? It's not
Mhm.
even like you're dumping toxic waste into the river. It's just,
You're
we want
making
to make,
plushies. Yeah.
yes, we just want to make some plushes. And he's like, no.
Okay, so on the Calvin and Hobbes fandom wiki, there is a section
Uh-huh.
here for licensed merchandise. So there was
Uh-huh.
two 16-month calendars from
Oh,
1988 to 1999 and again to 1990. A children's textbook.
what is that?
I
What
don't
do you
know.
mean a textbook?
Teaching with Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh.
Um, who does it say? Does it credit him as writing it? Nope. Mary something. The text is really small because it's a picture from like the 80s. Oh, from 1993. Excuse me. The
Yes.
textbook is very hard to find, and copies in new
Yeah.
condition regularly priced at $10,000.
There you go.
Uh,
I
some
never knew that.
some legitimate special items were produced, such as promotional packages to sell the strip to newspapers, but they were never
Hmm.
sold outright.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then
So
it
someone's got a Hobbs stuffy somewhere that's worth like $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep. Cool.
So there you go. Well, no, yeah, I like Bill Watterson a lot.
I know.
Very creative, very funny, very principled. He's just like living in a house, is in a house in Ohio somewhere, just like painting landscapes and stuff at this point. He's just like happy doing that.
Yeah.
Very, very, very unique guy.
I hope he
Yep.
got paid for the comic strip on its own, like even without the merchandising.
Yeah, and again, the books, right? The books still sell, and he gets royalties from that, so he's fine. It's not like he's destitute.
No, of course not. I mean, he just
Yeah,
lives in Ohio.
yeah, place of all the rich people.
Is it? I thought it was more of a
No,
place with all the corn. One of many places with all the corn.
probably has corn, but it's actually a great question.
Corn does Ohio grow? U.S. corn production by state. Top 11 rankings. Where is... Just give me the
I'd be
rank.
kind of surprised if Ohio. Oh no, there we go. Key items exported by Ohio are soybeans and corn. But it's apparently mostly a manufacturing state. It's like airplanes, machinery, chemicals, fabricated metal products.
So I have the list of top states produced by corn, but it gives it in its abbreviated form, and I don't know the...
Oh well, I will help you.
Okay,
Go.
IA. Is it
Iowa,
Oh, okay. IL, Illinois, I assume.
Illinois,
Yeah. MN, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
NE,
Come on, you got this one. Think of the middle states where all the corn is.
NE, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say Nevada, but I'm like, you can't grow anything there.
Nope. It's all desert.
IN, Indiana.
Yep.
SD, South Dakota. Yeah.
Yeah.
SD.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got
okay.
it. Got it.
OH, Ohio, coming in at 7th. WI, Wisconsin.
Yep.
KS. Like Kansas, really? KS?
Yep. You're crushing this. You
Why
don't
not-
need me at all.
Apparently, I do know these. I just have to
Yeah.
think about it, like with intent.
Yeah. Yep. Makes sense.
Why is Kansas KS instead of like KA? I feel like just taking the first
Beats?
two letters makes more sense.
No idea.
MO. Montana.
Nope.
Oh, I screwed up. MO.
Use your brain powers.
MO. It's not Montana? What's Montana then?
It's not. Montana is MT.
Oh. MO.
It's a weird one.
Missouri.
Missouri.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You guys need to
Yeah,
swap.
like I said, it's a weird one.
ND, I'm going to assume, coming in 11th is North Dakota.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
MI is already Mississippi, so Missouri is like
Well, Mississippi's not on there.
right.
Is Mississippi?
Wait,
Mississippi
no,
a
it's
state?
MS Mississippi.
Is Mississippi a
Yeah.
state? I thought it was a river.
Oh, wait. MI is Michigan, MS is Mississippi, and then MO is Missouri. That's what it is. Too many M states is really the problem.
That
here.
is, yeah. People need to change.
Yeah. Yeah. Calm down with the M states. Change it to like an X or something. It'll be much easier to abbreviate.
Yep.
Yep.
Nobody's using X in their abbreviations. So that is
No.
technically accurate, yeah.
Yeah. So hold on. So back to Ohio wasn't in there?
Yeah, it was. It was number 7.
It was 7. Okay,
Yep.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yup. There you go. Corn exports. Fancy.
A lot of corn.
Mm-hmm.
Man, why are we talking about corn?
Because we're talking about Bill Watterson being in Ohio.
Right. Yes.
And then you were like, what do I know about Ohio? Corn.
Corn.
And then I was like, I don't know. And then we looked up the corn output.
Right, yeah. Corn
that
is
was it.
just shorthand for flyover state in my mind. It's like, well, they just
Yeah.
fields of growing stuff. You know, it's
Yeah.
not where famous comic book writers should be living, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, if they like grew up there and they just love it, I'm like, you could live anywhere in the world. You choose Iowa or Ohio. You know?
Or same difference. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, it's a fair point. I mean, again, he hadn't a blank check and was like, no thanks.
yeah.
So him living in Ohio kind of tracks, you know?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, you with all of your billions still live in Utah. Whew.
Mm-hmm. It's true. True. All the billions I make from streaming.
All your billions of views, if not dollars.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in the billions.
You gotta be close to like.
No. You know how big a billion is, Sonicron?
It's 1,000 millions, and you've got 3,000 videos, and some of them are getting up there and count.
I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, no, please do.
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up too, because I can do that. Oh, I need to switch to your channel first. Actually, I don't. I can just go to the channel and tell me lifetime views. What am I doing?
Does it do that for everyone?
There's not much.
Yeah, it's just on the homepage, I think. Yeah, lifetime views 45,354,452 views on Falcon Paladin Prime.
So how many more views do I need to get to a billion?
955 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what is now the most watched thing on my entire channel, Sonicron?
I do, because I'm looking at it. It is Jadong versus Pure.
Nope.
Oh, it'll be a
was
short. It'll be
for
a
long time. Yes.
Okay. How to handle Ultralisks.
It is a 42-second clip
Uh-huh.
of Sax showing up at Effort's base. Sax doing a crazy Zerg build, so he's got a lot of Sunkens at his front, and then Ultras are coming out. And Sax just burns through every single Ultralisk and Sunken in like 10 seconds. And everyone's like, this is the greatest short of all time.
He's just got Marines and like science vessels. Like, you don't need anything.
He just has Marines.
It's just tier 1 units.
Yeah, and I think part of it is the Ultras don't have any Dark Swarm protection, which is usually what makes them extra scary.
Uh-huh.
Also, I don't think they have Chitinous plating at this point, so
Okay.
they don't have that extra 3 armor, which also makes a huge difference.
Right.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, because how much I made from that short lifetime?
$5.
$40.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Short revenue is the suck, man. It's so bad.
I did see a Instagram post today that was like, here's how much YouTube pays for 1 million views in every country. And it's like, well, it turns out if you can get 1 million views in India, it's worth like $400. And if you can get 1 million views in Switzerland, it's like 9,000.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just based on how many people and how wealthy the country is, I guess.
Yeah, your CPM, which is just how much they pay you per view, depends a lot on how wealthy they think your audience is. Certainly. Yeah. I've seen some people that were like, I started doing a lot of shorts and my CPM went down. And the theory is like people that watch shorts have lower incomes than people that watch longer videos. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true.
I think the people who watch shorts will watch more shorts than they will videos, right? Like,
Totally.
that's just also driving it down, because getting 1,000 is easier on shorts than it is on a video.
Long form.
Yeah.
Right.
Or even
totally.
like short form YouTube videos. There are YouTube videos shorter than shorts that'll earn less for being a YouTube video, or earn more for being a YouTube video. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Just old content. I don't think people are really putting out like 4-minute, or not 4-minute, like 40-second YouTube videos anymore. They just post that as a short now.
Right. I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe some people. It's a huge platform. There are like millions of people. How many people are actively posting to YouTube right now, do you think? That's actually
How many
interesting
active
question.
accounts there are?
Yeah, like actively uploading, like let's say at least once a month. Is there even a way to check that?
YouTube accounts post at least once a month. Google does not give me an easy answer or a link to something even vaguely related. It's like,
Nope.
how often should you post on YouTube as a small channel?
Right.
The answer is probably as much as possible until you have an audience, and then whatever's suitable. Like, H-Bomber Guy can get away with posting a video once every 4 years. But I can't.
Not that long, but it feels that way.
Dude, I'm seeing people reply to his comments on other videos being like, dude, here's the button to reset your YouTube password if you've forgotten.
Well, sure, but people can be mad if you've gone a month without posting something. That doesn't mean it's been 4 years.
Well, I'm mad, so I'm pretending it's 4
All right.
years.
That's fair. I'm gonna look it up now.
It's been a while.
Well, that's because he puts out like insanely long, insanely well researched videos.
Yeah.
Like, he's working his butt off for this.
Yeah, I get it. The last one was still
Okay, so yeah,
plagiarism
it goes 1 year, 2 years,
Especially
3 years,
not-
4 years, 4 years, 4 years. Hey, he did a bunch in that year.
Yeah. What we're getting at is we're slowing down. But also, I will say, plagiarism in YouTube actually came out December 3rd, 2023, so it's closer to 2 years than it is to 1.
It is. Is that his most watched video? 38 mil.
I would assume so, yeah.
It sure looks like it.
It is.
Yeah, 38 it is. And his second most watched one is the Roblox Oof video, which is hilarious. And
Also a
has
good
18
video.
million views. But it's also about plagiarism. It's
Yeah.
also about stealing content. Like, people they really love him talking about stolen intellectual property. That's amazing.
There's another YouTuber I'm moderately mad about because he just doesn't post often enough. But he also does very, well-researched hour-long videos. He's called Knowing Better. And it's been, I think, over a year since his last video. But he has a bit in it where he has like a little VCR TV combo, like this old TV like in the background that will occasionally like flash on and play like clips that he's like referencing or whatever. And he also has this bit where he's getting clips from himself from the future and like making jokes and reference. It's like all this weird like steampunk him version lore that's like getting him to make these videos about the Seventh-day Adventists or whatever for whatever reason. But a couple years ago, he had a thing where he's like, dude, I don't want to make that video. Why don't you make it to a steampunk future version? And then when that video was going to come out, H-Bomber Guy had just done the plagiarism video, like, and YouTube. And so he's like, so I was going to do a bit where I have someone else make this video, but that's really uncool at the moment. Like, he...
The timing is really terrible. Yeah.
Right. Even though it's just him. It's just a bit, you know. Very funny.
And he's been gone for a year, huh?
He's been gone for a year, but I did find he was on like a podcast doing an interview about 3 months, and he said his next video is about Hawaiian history, which is going to be interesting. So he's still alive. He's still doing stuff. It's coming.
Yeah. Reasonable.
Yeah.
One day your prince will come.
Wouldn't call him my prince. That's a bit weird.
This guy. Anyways. Anywho's. What else is going on?
The patch came out for StarCraft 2.
It did.
Just a Spidus.
Yep. As always.
Yeah. I need to look that up so I've got the notes. In case we
Streamed some of it last week after the patch came out and did see 0 storms and 0 motherships and 0 ghosts. And I was like, are people intentionally avoiding the stuff that got patched? This is weird. There were liberators, but again, I think their site was changed from like 3 to 2, and that didn't mean anything.
Right. No.
Yeah. It was very funny. I was
10 to
waiting
9.
for someone to like do something, but nope.
No, apparently it's just nobody's making Storm. I assume
The
you're playing
Protoss were
threes.
totally happy with Colossus and Tempests and Chargelots and stuff. Like they just didn't use Storm. I don't know what it was all about.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, a lot of Sky Toss. Which again,
Hmm.
Mothership is Sky Toss, but nobody made a Mothership.
Well,
They're like, its speed got nerfed. I'm never using Mothership again.
right. They took out the changes to its cost. They kept it at its price. Um,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
it's slower now. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoopee.
Don't know.
Yeah. So I feel a little bit like Blizzard is spying on me in particular because I was
Okay.
like, I'm gonna take a break from playing threes because I like want the game to get changed. And it was
Yeah.
like a week later, they're like, "Hey, here's the PTR." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Right.
2 weeks later, here we are with a patch. I'm like, these aren't the changes I was hoping for, Blizzard.
Well, you weren't specific enough. You're just like, boy, I'm not going to play until there's a patch. And they're like, oh, really?
Yeah,
How about if it's a patch about stuff that no one's been complaining about, Somicron?
yeah, where we quick think of something to change. Change Storm. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I was just like, I was watching people have discussions about like, maybe we should roll back to like 10 or an 8 work to start, maybe, right? Stuff to really like shake things up a little, invent an early
Yeah.
game beyond 2 minutes.
Right.
Um, and I was like, keen for that. None of that's in here.
Right.
Uh,
Again, nothing in here is something I've ever heard anybody talk about.
yeah, Zap.
It's, and again, the Balance Council was not consulted. So,
And they did not, even for the full release, give any like, here's our thoughts on why we should change this.
right.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. They're like, we should get a patch out, but we don't want to actually take the time to put together a well thought out, reasoned patch.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So don't even tell the Balance Council. Wait until Pig's on vacation. Throw some darts at the dartboard with different units and abilities on them. Put it out.
Mm-hmm.
Again, no reasoning. And then 3 days later, be like, oh, and this too, and then put it out. Done.
Yeah.
That was what they did.
That's
It
what they
was
did.
saved so much time and effort. Yeah.
I mean, I guess the one thing to be like happy about is this patch has the most bug fixes, apart from where it's introducing new bugs like ghosts with the female skin still cost
Fancy.
3 instead of 2.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that jokes?
No, I think that's true.
I don't. No way. We've never seen that. Like, I don't think unit cost is tied to skin at all.
I mean, I think maybe the way that they've implemented skins is each ghost or each unit with a different skin is technically another unit that's a copy, and you have to update the entire spreadsheet. And they didn't for ghosts for some reason. Cause
If that's how they do that, that is embarrassing. Because no.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I can test it now if you want. I'll load up the unit tester. As well, that's a mod, isn't it, technically? I'd have to get into a game. And actually make ghosts.
Yeah, it'll take a minute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could still load up a AI game, but yeah. But I'm gonna do it. You can't.
Let's do it.
You can't stop me.
Sure can't. I can support you, though.
So while we wait for StarCraft to boot, because it also takes a minute. Nope, forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay.
It's just.
Can I can tell you a weird story while we do this.
Go for it. Vamp for me.
So my sister texts me yesterday and goes, "Hey, so mom and dad who are in Brazil on a church mission, they need a document that I have to be certified by the lieutenant governor of Utah and then FedEx to them in Brazil." And I was like, "What?" They're like, "Do you have time tomorrow to do that?" And I'm like, "Sure."
Hold on, it needs to be certified by who?
The lieutenant governor of the state,
Why?
which is like the assistant governor, right?
Are they selling Utah to South
To
America?
Brazil. Right? So I was like, okay. And so then my dad hits me up on WhatsApp, which is what they've been using to communicate, and he
Uh-huh.
goes, "We need to transfer the title of our car here in Brazil from our former mission president to us so that we can sell our car."
Uh-huh.
He signed the title, but we need to get that authenticated by the lieutenant governor's office in Utah and then get it FedExed back. Can you do that? And I'm like,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so how difficult is it to get your hands on the Lieutenant Attorney General?
Apparently, the lieutenant governor
Yeah,
has open
governor.
office hours every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. So I
Uh-huh.
went to the Capitol building in Salt Lake City, which is like half an hour away. It's not that bad.
Mhm.
And I got there, and there was a line of like 6 people outside the lieutenant governor's office, and I waited in line. And then I was like, I need this certified. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay, we can do that. And I was like,
Did it cost anything?
okay,
Just time?
$93.
Okay.
Because I wanted it today.
Right.
If you wait, then it would be like $20 if you wait a week. But I was like, I need it done today.
Right.
So yeah, I don't. So it did this. I don't know. So as far as I can tell, here's how this went.
Yeah.
This document in Portuguese that's like, here's the car, here's the owner, they are transferring their title to these people, was mailed from Brazil to my aunt who lives in Provo, who is a notary.
Okay.
She had to notarize it, and then she gave it to my brother who lives down there, and then he drove it up to my sister who's living in my mom and dad's house, and then she brought it to me to take to the Capitol building in Salt Lake City, get it certified, and then FedEx it back to Brazil.
So they can
I
sell a car.
have no idea how any of this makes sense. My sister last night, I was like, what's going on? She's like, I don't know. I was like, okay. I cannot figure out what is happening. But everything went okay, and I was able to FedEx it off this afternoon, and they should have it tomorrow. So,
Repeat last transmission.
no idea. None.
So
None.
I am in a 1 versus AI. I've made a female
it.
ghost, and it costs 3.
Holy crap.
Now, I need to now just end the game, and then do it
Yeah.
again with a male ghost skin
Yep.
to ensure that that is now a 2.
Right.
That is
For science.
That is how science works. But I can confirm what skin did I have? Covert Operative. Purchase all of StarCraft 2 Nova Covert Ops to unlock. Cost 3.
Right.
So I'm just gonna go to the default because everyone should have that. And once more.
But if you
yeah.
don't, something is terribly wrong.
Yeah. But yeah. So how much are they selling their car for?
I don't here. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, when you go on a mission, you don't bring your own car.
Right.
The mission has a fleet of cars that they assign out. If you need a car, they'll let you use a car. Okay. So I don't understand how we need to transfer the title from our car here in Brazil. The car you're using in Brazil should be the mission's car.
Right. Yeah, it should be.
And then when he says we need to sell our car, which car are you talking about?
Does it like was there no like VIN number or license plate number or anything on
Yeah.
the paperwork?
No. Yes. There was a car specified, a make, a model, a year, a VIN, or whatever the VIN is in Brazil, right?
Okay.
Some designating serial number.
Right. But it wasn't one you recognized, like it, because you would know what your parents' car is at.
Yeah,
in
no,
an
their
instant.
cars are at their house. I've been at their house. Their cars are at their house.
I'm just...
I know. I know. So, as far as I can tell, I've read this like 100 times now, and I think this is maybe what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So the church buys the car, they use it for a few years, and then they sell it and replace it with another one.
Mm.
Because they don't want super old clunkers in their fleet, right?
Sure.
So that must be what's happening, is like... There's a car in the fleet that was bought under the name of the previous mission president who's not there anymore. Right?
Yep. Yep.
So the current mission president doesn't have the legal right to sell the car.
Mm.
So I think this... But why does Utah have to be involved?
Well,
I give up. Never mind.
Utah-
I had an idea.
Utah is the capital of the Mormons. You need to go to their leader. I'm surprised they didn't need to take it to a temple and get it sealed to someone first as well.
That's like, yes, going to like there's a church office building in Salt Lake City where all the bureaucracy is happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going there and being like, okay, we need to get this transferred from this old mission president to this new one. You guys have the forms for that.
Mm-hmm.
Great. That would have made sense. I just have no idea why the state of Utah is involved in this at all.
Yeah, so the male
All
ghost
right.
is definitely is 2 supply. It's 1 less than the female.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the change was reducing...
The supply from 3 to 2, and that has not been
Yeah.
applied to the female skin.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some GM out there who's using ghosts with the Nova skin and just is like, why are my supply so high? It shouldn't be this high. It's like, what's going on?
Uh-huh.
And they ask their friends, and they're like, did you see ghost supply is different? Like, no, my ghosts are fine. I'm using the regular ghost skin.
We have finally invented a version of StarCraft 2 where a TVT could be imbalanced.
That's absolutely fantastic. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I thought that was memeing when you posted that.
No, I didn't.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real. Oh, it's real
StarCraft 2, you
and terrible. And terrible.
Yeah, and terrible. All right, well, good.
Yeah, that was science. Science.
Good
stuff.
science. I like it. We recorded our results
Mm-hmm.
on video and everything. That's exactly how science is supposed to work.
Yep.
As they used to say on Mythbusters, if you don't write your results down, you're not doing science.
Sure.
You're just having fun, is what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually started watching. It's called Mythfits podcast. It's Tori Belleci and Carrie Byron doing a Mythbusters focused podcast, being like, let's reminisce about the old times and give some like background details and stuff.
Aw. That sounds fun.
If you were a fan of Mythbusters, it's a good time. Highly recommend. You get to learn some crazy stuff. Like there was a producer who was just like trying to fire Tori. Yeah. And it was like the day he left, he was like they were throwing a goodbye party or just like good riddance party maybe by the sound of it, and like he was just like, yeah, I should have fired you the first day I met you. Like I should have
Wow.
just done it instead of waiting for an excuse. He was,
Why was he so mad?
I don't know, absolutely, like there's like they don't want to be drama podcasts like where they just be like, let's badmouth people we used to work with essentially. But it sounds like he wanted Tori to have certain reactions and like produce drama for the show because it was essentially reality TV, and he was not playing ball. He was just trying to do his job.
Sounds about right. I don't remember Grant and Carrie specifically giving insane reactions to anything that was going on.
So there were times where like they would get into fights with like Jamie and Adam and be like, no, we should be doing it this way, and it was all played up for the cameras, and they were trying to manufacture more of that.
Oh, okay.
Because Jamie and Adam did not like each other, so getting them to do that was not really difficult in the first seasons.
Well, but as far as I can tell, they tamped it down. Like, they really do not get along all that well. But on the show, they weren't that antagonistic.
Yeah, I think everyone remembers by the later seasons where they'd kind of given up trying to do that.
Right. That's what I'm
like,
saying.
They found what worked, and they were like, let's not do that. But they're specifically talking about, like, the very early seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they're having arguments over Jamie losing an eyebrow or something in a fire, and they're like, "Well, I told you not to use so much gasoline." Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. I mean, my biggest thing about Mythbusters when I was watching it back in the 2000s was that they were always very socially responsible. Like if they ever tested a myth that could be used to like perform illegal activity or was like super dangerous, then they'd always have the like socially responsible and safe result. And I was like, all right, you guys. Like, I get it. You have some kind of a mandate here. You're on TV. You're on the Discovery Channel. They're not going to like teach you how to build a nuclear bomb in your backyard, but
Right.
just don't tackle those ones. Just the ones where you cannot give a result if the result is a certain thing, then just skip it and be like, we can't do that. Anyway.
Well, I mean, do you say they were manufacturing results? They were faking their tests?
I think so. The one that I remember the most, which isn't exactly manufacturing a result, but it was like, was the moon landing faked? And they were like, let's go ask NASA. And I was like, that's not...
Yeah, people distrust this source. Let's go and ask the source what they think.
The whole episode, they're on NASA's camp. It was awesome. You got to talk to all these like rocket engineers and people who are astronauts, and it was great. And they're like, "Well, clearly it wasn't faked." And I'm like, "You guys, this is not how this works."
I do remember them doing actual tests because like they look at some of the claims that like the moon landing was fake. There are two shadows going different ways. And even though there should only be one source of light on the moon, the sun, but like they built a model and then they gave it only one source of light and showed this is how rocks can have shadows that look different directions, right? So there were definitely things that were like, here's how you tackle the idea that the moon landing is fake, or there should be no like atmosphere on the moon. How did they get the flag to ripple? And like, well, it's got a cord, right? So, you know, I remember that episode as being, here are some key points about, I don't remember where they did it. They could have done it entirely in NASA's film studio, for all I know, right? But I do remember there being like, let's disprove some of this stuff. Let's debunk it. Some.
Yeah, I think, didn't they even do the experiments at NASA headquarters?
I don't know, maybe.
I think that was part of it too, because I do remember that. I remember they talking about the shadows, but like they set up their experiments at NASA, and I was like, "This is
right." No, I get it. Like that's still a choice. That's still like you get an opportunity to go film at NASA, you probably take it. But for this myth,
totally
right? It is a wild choice. It's a choice.
Yeah.
I do like that Neil deGrasse Tyson has a good joke about the moon landing, which is NASA wanted to fake the moon landing originally, so they go to Hollywood and they start pre-production on filming a fake moon landing. But the budget just keeps expanding, it's ballooning, it's going to be a mess, it's not going to look right. And the directors at Hollywood finally go, fuck it, we'll shoot it on location. Like...
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times with Neil deGrasse. Oh, did you give the anime a chance that name I can't pronounce?
The garbage one.
The garbage one. We'll just call it the garbage anime.
The garbage anime, which is apt.
Yes.
No, I mean, I didn't particularly enjoy it. I did watch 2.5 episodes. I thought it was fine. I did intend to go back to it, and I just haven't in like the week and a half since then.
Fair.
I go to the point where a cat steals his wallet, and I'm like, okay, what are we doing?
That's what you bumped on?
I mean, I sort of yes and no. It was the to be technically accurate. Yes, that I paused it there to get up and go to the bathroom or something, and just never came back to it. So sort of,
yeah.
But
yeah.
The more important thing is it hadn't grabbed me by that point either.
Sure, that's fair.
Yeah, like I like the idea of you can animate things in the world, and it takes on like the soul of how they've been cared for. But I thought it was the first like real example of this is where he captured by the nicest slavers ever, who turned out not to be the nicest slavers ever. But
Correct.
it's like, I'm going to animate the chains, and the best thing we could do to describe the way in which the character they've taken on is to make them slightly spiky.
Right.
I thought the umbrella was cool, but I didn't think it really showed how it was cared for with the other guy. I felt like it wasn't embodying its own premise enough, but the premise is neat. I like that. Yeah, so that's my thought on. I am going to look this up.
On garbage anime.
Garbage
Starts
anime.
with a G, but my goodness, doesn't make
Gachikuta.
Gachikuta.
Gachiakuta.
Sure.
Gachiakuta? I don't know whether I'm not 100% on that. Gachiakuta.
Gachiakuta.
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, what do you think about garbage anime?
I think it's pretty good. I like the music. I like the animation. I think the design of the world and the characters are all like pretty great.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of just unique design going on, a lot of care going into how characters look, which I appreciate. They do go a bit more into like, what about this object makes it so special to this character? How have they cared for it for so long? Why have they cared for it for so long? Because like with Rudo, the main character, he cares for these gloves because his adopted dad gave them to him, right?
Right.
Anyway, so they get more into that stuff. We meet more people with different powers and different special objects and what they do. There's an interesting one in like episode 4.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it.
You
I don't
can
know.
spoil it for me. That's fine.
Yeah, so like somehow there's this character, her boots can emit a scent that when people smell it reminds them and like brainwashes them back to the times that they were happy with another person.
Oh, okay.
And then makes them think that she's that person.
Oh.
And they'll protect her. So it's like this brainwashing thing where they think they're protecting their loved one.
So everyone loves her after they smell her feet.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Japan, everybody.
That episode was directed by the guy that did.
Quentin Tarantino.
That's the guy. Thank you. God.
You're welcome. He's the foot guy.
He's
I
the
know.
foot guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting.
It is. It's interesting because Rudo especially, like, he is taken back to a time when he's with the girl from the first couple episodes that he's friends with. And he's like, no, I hate you. Why is this happening? Why do I feel happy right now?
Right.
I thought that was an interesting aspect to it because, like, he fights it. He's like,
What happens if you use a love potion on someone who doesn't have anyone, who's never loved anyone, right?
or no, who did used to love someone but doesn't anymore. That's what it is.
Well, that's a problem because like that would be all of them. That would be everyone, right? Like all of those people, if you take them back to someone they used to be with, that would be someone they used to love. Right?
No, I mean, well, not necessarily.
Not
It could be
necessarily.
somebody you love and then they passed away, or someone that you loved and yeah,
Okay. Yeah. So yes.
or you love now. I mean, yeah.
Okay. So
Anyway.
it can be someone that you love now. It just makes you think that this person's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just a bunch of little details. Like one of the characters is brainwashed by the power of the boots, right? But she does not want to talk about it. Everybody else is like, "Oh yeah, that was my wife who died," or "This is this girl that I had a relationship with," and she's just like traumatized by the entire experience and will not say anything about it. It's like, okay, so I like that. So everyone has different reactions to being under this spell, and for some people, maybe it's not as big of a deal. For other people, it's a huge deal. And I don't know. I just kind of like that they're exploring that aspect of it too.
That's
So
neat.
yeah, just a lot of stuff going on.
That's neat.
Yeah, and it's classic TV writing where it's like Rudo has this big goal of getting back up top to murder everyone, which very funny goal for this kid. I like it.
Sure. Yeah.
He's like, I got to get back up there, and we're like, Why? It's like to kill everybody. And I'm like, oh, so
I did enjoy when he's being like dragged along by the other guy. He's like,
yeah.
so you should totally become a cleaner like me. And he's like, nah, I don't want to join your weird gang. It's like, no thanks. I need to go kill everyone.
Yeah. Like, I have a very specific goal in mind. It is genocide of an entire people. And he just has no concept of like how he would ever possibly accomplish this. He doesn't know he has powers at this point. He's just like, I got to get back there. I'm going to punch everyone to death. It's like, oh man, you have some big goals, Rudo.
How would you do that, kid? He's like, one at a time. Like that's the plan.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like yelly, screamy protagonist syndrome going on with him early. He gets better pretty fast.
Yeah, I was very annoyed when the guy's like, you need to just be quiet, shush. And he's like, where? Tell me things. I'm like, come on, kid.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's classic anime protagonist who can't stop yelling maneuvers. Zenitsu's getting better at it after the story's almost over in Demon Slayer,
Right.
and this kid's getting better at it after 4 episodes. So
Right.
there's hope.
Right. Why is it people choose to mow their lawn at like midday on a Tuesday? It makes no sense.
That makes no sense. Agreed.
Yeah.
Why aren't you at work, people? Go to work. Stop mowing your lawn.
Go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're telling me I should definitely give it another shot, chasing the cat down will actually be really fun.
There's some fun fights too that are like creative and interesting characters. I don't know.
Do they expand more on the world building of the people on the sphere? Because I was really interested in that. Like, they have this split society, but you can like walk between them if you want. The gates aren't locked. People will
And
just think you look dirty, and I'm just mostly interested in like they have a limited land space because they're a flying island that doesn't look that big, to be honest. Like when we've seen it, but they have such a disposable society. Like everything is one-time use. Chuck it. Like, oh, the button on the bear came off. Throw it away. We'll get you another one.
Right.
Where are they producing all that? Who is producing all of that? Because we're not really shown all of the poor people having like industrial jobs. Because we're only there for half an episode.
Yeah. That's it. Very short time. They don't really explore it. And I mean, based on the pacing of anime in general, I do not expect him to get back up there anytime this season, and probably not next season either. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, partly because he doesn't know how to do it.
Right.
Like, apparently most people that end up getting tossed into garbage land die on the way there, which is like fair. It's like a 1,000-foot drop.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how Rudo survived at all. I don't know how anybody survives. Yeah. Anywho's. Good stuff. All right.
Given that it is new anime season, is this my opportunity to go through and tell you about all of the weird anime titles that are out now?
If you want,
For shows, I'm gonna watch the first episode and go, no, that looks shit, and drop it. And shows you won't ever watch.
yes. How many of them have titles longer than 6 words?
Ooh. Genuinely? All but 2.
Okay.
Actually, no, hold on. That one's only got 4, so 3 by the looks of it. Nope,
Out of what?
That one's got 5. I'm going to say there's 6, 12, 18, 25. So there's a couple. I also, as the season ramps up, we're only a week into October, so some stuff hasn't started airing, and that's not on this list. I have to pull up another list. Yeah, so there's one here called Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider, and I'm pretty sure Kamen Rider was the guy from One Punch Man with the bicycle. Oh, that's Moomin Rider. He's like a Kamen Rider. And so it's after turning 40 years old, Tojima still seriously wants to be a Kamen Rider, which I guess is just a vigilante, and he goes around trying to be a vigilante at 40. I'm going to watch the first
Fair.
episode of that.
Sounds honestly like it has some potential.
It does. It honestly sounds like it has some potential. The one show that I was sure was going to be the absolute worst thing on this is called My Status as an Assassin Obviously Exceeds the Heroes.
Why is it
I watched the first
so
episode
consistently terrible?
and
Yeah.
it was decent. It was surprisingly decent.
Okay.
What else on there? Oh, there's a show coming up called Little Miss Vampire Doesn't Know How to Suck. So
Okay. Okay.
looking forward to that one.
Some directions possible for that one.
Yeah, honestly, not a whole lot to look forward to.
No, definitely not.
No.
I mean, what's great about Moomin Rider is that in this world with literal gods and demons and monsters and Gojiras and heroes with incredible powers, he's just a dude with a bike who's like, what's this? A 50-tall sea monster just crawled out of the ocean and he's threatening people? I'm on my way.
Yeah.
And like no hesitation, no fear, no nothing. Wow. That first moment where he shows up and you're like, does he have like secret hidden powers? Nope. No, he does not. Truly amazing. One of my favorite shots in the whole show is that when he offers One Punch Man a ride on his bike, and One Punch Man's just like nice enough to accept, even though it's 1,000 times slower than he can move. And they're just pedaling through the rain, and he's standing on the back pegs of his bike and holding onto his shoulders. And Moomin Rider's like, absolutely incredible. Like one of the defining moments of the show, I think.
Yeah. He can run much faster than that guy can pedal, can't he?
A bit faster.
Never crossed my mind that, I think, watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've had a better version. Yeah, I really would love a spin-off show with that guy where Saitama is just like, you should do my workout routine.
Yeah.
Because that's how I got here. Clearly, it'll work for you, right? And then
obviously
it just doesn't.
Simply doesn't.
Either
Moomin
Moomin
Rider's not about powers. Yeah.
Right. Either it doesn't work because it's ludicrous that would work, or in universe it established that his workout routine is actually so intense it kills him.
Ooh. Yeah, but in world, everybody who hears what One Punch Man did to get his powers is like, that's not even all that difficult. Like,
Right.
It's a strenuous exercise, but it's not insane.
It's true.
I love that show. Season 1 is like, it might be my favorite anime. Just
Oh,
one
really?
season of anime might be One Punch Man Season 1.
It's a good choice.
It is glorious.
I still haven't seen season 2, but season 3 is apparently coming. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it told everything it needed to say in season 1. It just explores the concept of what it is to mean to be a hero. What if somebody was so ridiculously strong? Their concern was finding an enemy to challenge them. Oh yeah, there it is. Beautiful. And what it would do to their psyche, and the concept of what is a hero. Just exploring it in that season 1 all the way through. Just so good, so well done.
It's good.
That's all.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, this season of anime.
No, I was just thinking that you have still not watched my favorite season of anime, like the show that has only one season. You've still not watched it because I said it was really good. I'm gonna try and read the source material. Would you like to read it for the podcast? This was 7 years ago, and it sucked so much ass. I don't want to recommend the show to you because you'll hate that too, maybe.
Smokes, I don't remember this at all. What is it?
It's called Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash.
Oh, right. I do remember that name now.
It's my favorite show that has just one season. It's rough around the edges. It has maybe too many scenes where it's just like we're gonna show like a slideshow with some music playing, like it turns into a music video. It's got like
Yeah, they're cutting corners. Sure,
Right.
I get that.
But
That's fine.
I like the world. I like the characters. It's an isekai, but the characters aren't like we need to find a way to get home. It does a lot of really unique and interesting things. And
Because they don't remember anything before they got there, according to the Wikipedia.
right, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's a show that I feel like is so good, but you need to have watched as much trash as I have to really appreciate it.
Why? What are you talking about?
Because when all of the ingredients come together and work really well, it's amazing. It's great. But I don't know. I feel like the palate cleanser before that needs to be licking garbage for a year. You know?
So you're saying it's not so good that it stands on its own, but in comparison to the rest of the shit out there, it's great.
No. Well, no.
That's not what you're saying. It's kind of what you're saying.
It's kind of what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm worried that's true. I'm worried it's true.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I do think it's really good. It engages in trope and all the anime bullshit on occasion, but I think it tells good stories with real characters dealing with like real problems.
All right. I've added it to the Crunchyroll. I'll give it a try.
Oh no, he's gonna hate it, guys, and I'm gonna feel bad.
I don't know. What's something that you've recommended that I've hated?
Keijo. I didn't recommend that. I made you watch it for losing a bet.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
What? Ooh, what was the one? Crap.
It's got to be something, right?
My brain wants to say Solo Leveling, but I didn't try that one.
Solo Leveling's
I
fun.
should.
It's good. Like
Yeah.
I enjoy it. It's gonna like fulfill you on no level other than that was fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
What about
No, it's
Gate?
the
Did you like
famous-
Gate?
I liked
Famous,
Gate. There's way too much harem anime in it for no fucking reason.
right?
But the rest of it I was entertained by. Like, every time someone says Gate, I remember the scene where the stupid, boring protagonist is riding in a Jeep and there are just like 3 women in there hanging out with him because he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Welcome to harem anime.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, it's the famous one that's really popular, but also it sucks, and it's
Sword
about
Art
getting
Online?
dragged into a. That's the one. Sword Art Online. That's the one that I tried, and I was like, this sucks. So as long as this is better than Sword Art Online, I think maybe it will be okay.
It is a lot better than Sword Art Online. I will say Sword Art
Okay.
Online is a bad show that has good episodes, which is damning
Yeah,
with faint
and
praise. But
It is. There are plenty of shows where they'll like skip episodes 9 through 17 of season 1. Right?
right,
Yeah, that's fairly normal.
dude, yeah,
Yeah.
I weirdly, Sword Art has an excellent spin-off called Gun Gale Online. Well, I think the full title is Sword Art Online Gun Gale Online or something. About like this alternate game that they play for a couple seasons where everyone has guns. There's some interesting stories in it. Anyway, I think there are worse things than just Sword Art Online, but it is vastly more popular than it has any right to be, given how bad it is.
Sounds like McDonald's.
McDonald's isn't bad. Well, I think
But
quality
way more popular than it should be.
quality is not its strength. Like it's inconsistency. Like you can go to any Macca's and you know exactly what you're getting, and there's a strength. in
Yeah,
that.
but I mean, well, if you're consistently shit, that doesn't count for anything. You have to be consistently good to a certain level, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Their power is not just consistency,
Yeah.
but it's part of it.
It's
certainly.
it's part of it.
Yeah.
I don't think if Macca's tasted like literal dog poop, it would have been as popular. Clearly, the food tastes good because salt and oil taste good.
Yes, and sugar.
Oh, so much sugar.
So much.
I generally want Macca's now. Thanks.
No problem. What do you get at Macca's?
Usually like a quarter pounder.
Cool.
Yep, maybe a double.
Anytime I go there, I have to use the app because the regular prices are stupid at this point.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, like a quarter pounder is like $8 now, and I'm like, what? How? This used to be like $4, maybe
Mm-hmm.
$3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they have deals. They just want to drive you to use the app, right? If you go to the app, you can get like a 40% off thing or two
Uh-huh.
for one or whatever,
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
And again, prices between America and Australia are different for everything. So this is not a one-to-one comparison.
so a quarter pounder by itself, apparently. I'm looking at frugalfeeds.com.au because McDonald's does not list their own prices because I think they do like regional pricing, so it might be more expensive in the city or whatever because they can
You don't
scam
have the app?
tourists. I have actually I do, yeah, I do have the app, but here's the problem: I normally actually order off Uber Eats because I'm getting Macca's at 2 a.m. Right? That's and I'm not going like the Macca's won't let me in at 2 a.m. You can order delivery, but I don't have a car. Oh, I need to update the app. I checked my apps to update this morning, and it wasn't there. I hate it that it like apps that need updating don't always say apps that need updating.
They do not. They should just update.
Yeah,
Like if it's an app that I've used in the last like week, just update the stupid thing.
right.
Anyway. Okay, I lied. A quarter pounder is $5.
Okay. How much is it for a large meal? Let's be honest about what we're getting because I'm getting a large meal. I don't know if you get meals.
Make it a meal. Well, no, because I usually don't get a drink because I've got Coke Zero Cherry at home, and McDonald's doesn't have that.
Right, that makes sense.
It's $8.59 for a quarter pounder with cheese large meal.
Quarter pounder with cheese? Quarter pounder doesn't come with
Yeah,
cheese for you? Just normally? You have to order it as a
they
quarter
just
pounder? Or is it
they
just
call it a
okay?
quarter pounder with cheese.
Okay.
I don't know why. I
Okay.
don't. Yeah, like they've got different versions of the quarter pounder with cheese, like bacon or deluxe, and they all are called quarter pounder with cheese
Right.
deluxe.
It won't let me see a menu with prices until I sign in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What the fuck? And it's like, all right, instead of giving us your password, we're gonna send you an email.
Yeah.
Why?
Taco Bell does that actually, where they don't have you have a password. They just ask for your email and then it sends you an email and you click on something and it's like you're in now.
Hmm.
Like there isn't a password. Your password is your email address, which I think is an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah, I wonder if it like is secure. I don't know. I guess it's depending on how secure.
Beats me, but it's friggin' Taco Bell. Like what's someone gonna do? Hack into my account and like order a bunch of tacos? Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah.
maybe.
Um, I now need to give it my location permission before it'll show me anything.
Yeah, because again, which McDonald's you're talking to makes a difference. You said that.
Yeah, yeah. We can't find any restaurants nearby. All right. Enter a postcode. Thank you. Look, a text box.
Hey, there we go. We did something.
Okay. Yes, Arndale Park. Perfect. Just order here. Yep. Beef. The quarter pounder. Making a meal. Large meal. No, we've got Monopoly on at the moment.
Yes, we do.
Is $14.25.
Right. So again, everything in Australia is more expensive than it is in America. So we need to figure out what the cost of living increase is or whatever's going on here because it's impossible to compare consumer prices.
Well, we can also first convert to US, so we're both using the same currency.
That helps.
$14.25 is $9.42. But
Okay.
that also includes our sales tax. Because I assume like all our prices are tax included, right?
Okay, hold on. Let me get tax.
We're doing so much science today.
We are. Experimentation.
Yeah. It's because we talked about Mythbusters.
Sorry, like took me back to the main menu. Let's go back. Burgers, quarter pounder with cheese. Make it a meal. Make it large. Yes, that one. Add to bag. Now it adds the tax once it's in the bag. And it is $9.32 with tax.
Huh? So it's only like 10 cents more.
It's the same.
Yeah.
So it's just exchange rate that's whack between Australia and America.
Yeah. But like I said, because I'm ordering at 2 a.m. and I'm not going out at 2 a.m. to get a cheeseburger.
So I imagine it doubles the price if you Grubhub this thing.
It goes to $18.35 Australian.
Exactly doubles the price. Yeah.
Wow,
That's
$4 more.
Disgusting.
It goes to $12 and like 10 cents American.
Okay, so it doesn't double it,
But I still then need to pay for delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you tip?
Oh, I don't tip. What do you want about? It's Australia.
You're really not. There is no tipping?
No, I mean there's an option. You don't have to.
Well, no, you don't have to. Okay. That's funny. This American company is like, we'll expand internationally, and every other country's like, what's tipping?
I mean, we know what it is. We actively choose not to.
Yeah.
I do tip my Uber drivers if it's raining. So if my delivery guy is like delivering food when it's raining, I'll give them money. Yeah. I was getting a new tattoo the other week, and my sister was here, and she was like, "Oh, are you gonna be home to have dinner with the kids before I leave?" I'm like, "Oh, how long is it gonna take me to get a train home? You know, that's what I normally do. Train ticket from the city, from like the tattoo studio to here is like $1, right? Like it's great. Love the trains." But I'm like, okay, I gotta get home in time so I can have dinner with my sister who's visiting. I will get an Uber, $107 Uber.
Holy cow. Yeah.
And then I forgot I'm in the city. It's a Friday instead of the normal day, a Tuesday, which would still be bad, but a Friday's worse because it's Friday. Everyone wants to get home for the weekend. And I'm getting into a car, and I'm going to get into a massive traffic jam.
Yep.
So it was probably only about 10 minutes quicker than taking the train, and that's because from the train station I have to walk, and I could have taken an Uber from that train station to home. And I'm like, I feel really bad for making you sit in all that traffic, and now if you've got to go, like, if he lives around there, or that's where the customers are, he's got to drive all the way back before he can find anything. So I gave him $30 in cash, right? Like, so really $147.
Whew. Yeah, I haven't used any kind of those services in a long time for that reason.
It was going a distance, right? Like it's a 45-minute train ride, and trains go pretty quick. They're not bullet trains or anything, but yeah, it was a distance in peak hours. So.
Yep. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But still, blech.
I mean, look, the way I look at it is like I just went and spent $1,400 getting a tattoo, like or to work on multiple tattoos and a new one, right? Spending $100 to get home in a car instead of being like, I'm going to take my open wounds onto the public transport is probably fine. I should just budget for that. And I had. So
that's reasonable. I can see that.
Yeah.
That's a good reason.
Cool. So you want to talk about Warhammer?
Yeah. Kind of share one thing from my Dawn of War campaign from today.
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
So in the Winter, I forgot what it's called, Winter Crusade, whatever, the expansion for Dawn of War
Winter
from
Assault.
2005. Assault.
Yeah.
So Winter Assault, basically, there's a Titan that is found buried under the ice on this planet from whatever 1,000 years ago.
Right.
And both the Imperium want it and Chaos wants it. And then there's Orcs and Eldar involved too. They don't necessarily want the Titan, but they're like, okay, something crazy is going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so the final mission for the what's called the Order side, which is the Eldar and the Imperium, which you've been playing as during the Order campaign, you can switch between being the Imperium or being the Eldar to accomplish different goals or accomplish the same goal. It's an interesting mechanic. I kind of like it.
Okay.
So the Chaos side of it is you're playing Chaos and the Orcs. So there's this war boss there, and there's a Chaos Lord. and you're supposed to switch back and forth between the two.
Uh-huh.
I forgot because the Imperium and the Orcs have this incredibly antagonistic relationship because of course they do, right?
Right.
They want to kill each other.
Uh-huh.
They have this tenuous alliance because they both hate the Imperium, but they are threatening to murder each other the whole time, okay?
Yep.
So I'm exploring my part of the map as the Chaos Lord, and I find an Orc encampment, and I'm like, I'm going to kill them and take their resources. Hooray. And then the war boss is there, and I'm like, let's kill this guy. This will make the mission easier. So I kill him, and then he respawns 3 seconds later. It is like the fastest enemy, like hero respawn I've ever seen. Because like Warcraft 3 has heroes. You can kill them. You rebuild them at the altar of kings or whatever, and then they're back in 3 minutes or something, right? Yeah, like 3 seconds. Burn him down. We're like, war boss conquered, and then I'm back, boys. And I'm like, how is he maybe this building is spawning him. I kill all the buildings in the base. I wipe the entire base out. He keeps respawning.
Does he immediately aggro to you?
Yes.
Okay, yep.
Yes. So I have enough there that I can kind of just burn him down in like 10 seconds, and it's not that big of a deal, but he just keeps respawning. And then after I do this like 20 times, somebody in chat's like, isn't he supposed to be your, like, ally, kind of? And I was like, oh, right. I forgot. I'm supposed to switch to this guy's base every once in a while and play as the Orcs and do some things. And I was like,
Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah, ran into an invincible war boss, and he was extremely tough.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. That is the most orc thing ever. Like their war boss keeps dying, so they keep cutting his head off and sticking him on a new orc or something. And he's just like, "I'm back, boys!" Whoa!
Totally. It's very in character.
Oh, that's great.
Amazing. He's a fun character, by the way. He's like, I really, really like the characters and the voice acting and the animations in this. So
Excellent.
well done. I was just saying, I think if I was a fan of Dawn of War in 04 and they released their DLC for this and I got it, I'd be pretty happy with it. I think I'd be fine with it.
Fair enough.
So good job. Whoever made this game, I forget. Somebody.
Humans made this.
Games Workshop licensed it to someone.
Yeah.
I don't remember who the studio is, though.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I don't know.
It's fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. Should we talk about Carcharodons Outer Dark?
Yeah. Outer Dark by Carcharodons.
Deal.
Yeah. First thing I want to say is the cover for this book, which every time I pulled my phone up to like start it up or whatever again, it has a Space Marine standing like in front of like a chapel or whatever. The chapel, if we look at the stream, because I've got it open, has these toothy maws in the arch, and then there are these big circles. There's another one over here, but on the audiobook you can actually see it, forming a shark in the space, in like the background of him. And I thought that was a really neat touch. I'm like, there's absolutely no way the planet they're on actually has shark chapels, but that looks cool. I like that.
It's metaphorical, Somicron, not literal. Yeah.
Same diff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So what do you think of the book?
Yeah.
What do you think?
But pretty good. Had a good time with it. I do enjoy the Carcharodons being consistently characterized as like, we see some heresy or some Xenos. We're gonna solve this problem. Are you gonna like work with the No. Are you gonna like liaison with anybody? Nope, not at all.
Well,
except one time.
Yeah, they were like, well, let's go. Oh no, was it the Inquisitor that was like, well, let's hope the church plays along. Otherwise, although I thought that was the Carcharodons. They were like, if the church, is working with the Xenos, well, we'll kill them all. That's fine. But let's hope they don't, because that'll make our job easier.
Yes. But I'm just saying, they didn't like try to contact the leadership on the planet at all.
They just like
they weren't like, hey, do you mind if we come on in? Right. They're just like, drop Space Marines in the middle of everything,
right?
Find chaos and kill them all. or find Xenos and kill them all. It's like,
Alright.
you guys are the worst at playing with others. It's kind of amazing.
It comes with the title of being exiled. They're like, oh, you don't want us? We don't want anything to do with you either.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, it's just it's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what they do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like when they showed up for their tithe in the previous book, did they like call ahead and be like, hey,
No.
remember this thing we have? No. They just showed up, dropped Space Marines down there. They were like, oh shit, there's Night Lords down there. We'll kill them all. Let's go. Again, talking to anybody in charge, not a one. Incredible. And then also just consistently being like, there's probably a trap ahead. The only way we'll find out is by going into the trap. Like, that is their favorite way to handle traps, is they just spring them on themselves, and they're like, we can handle it. We're tough. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a part in one of the books, they're blending together at this point, where there's a ship that's like, there's another shipping system. We're reading it as an Astartes vessel, and the captain's like, oh god, quick, turn off Vox, and it's like, too late, we're being hailed. So they do try to talk to them at some point.
Well, here's the conversation. We're here to kick shit up.
Yes.
You can join us or die. Right?
Right.
Okay. So yes, they do talk.
Yeah.
But it's that. That's all it is.
So, did you read Death Warrant, the short story prior to this, the interstitial book?
I don't think I am given these. No.
No, you didn't. No, I divide it separately. I got.
Okay.
I'm about halfway through it because I was like, oh, I've got an hour before the podcast. Let's have a flip through. It is the story of finding the red gem that they give to the tech, the cult Mechanicus, the Forge World, in exchange, and the story of there's a throwaway moment in the book where one of the Terminators is like, I'm getting armored by my slave who used to be a rogue trader. It's her story.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a story.
Yeah. So basically they were like
rogue trader to like Carcharodons slave who takes care of. Yeah, okay, that's amazing. Yeah.
So, you know, it's nice that it's there. It doesn't matter. But
give me the broad strokes. How does this happen?
The broad strokes is the rogue trader actually just recently inherited it and was like, but I also got all of like the debts and enemies and like internal concerns that like my ship needs massive overhaul to be like functional. The crew need a win to like reinforce my position, and they're all like, I should have been recognized in the rogue trader's will, not this person. So she's like,
sounds like the Rogue Trader video game that we played.
Yeah, so she's like, let's go down to this swampy shit world where there's a rumor of this gem and spend like a couple months trying to find it, and then one day the Carcharodons turn up and are like, look, you should leave. This planet's fucked. Like, we can't compel you because you have a warrant of trade. You can come with us, but if you get in our way, like, paper won't stop bullets. Like, it's, you know.
Yeah.
And that's about where I got up to. I think reading the blurb or an extract or something on the Lexicanum is like, they offered her a position. It's like, hey, you can stay with your warrant of trade and die because the planet's dying. Because I think it turns out to be a Necron tomb world. Or give up your warrant of trade and we'll let you join us as a slave. So,
the Carcharodons. Yeah.
That's the broad strokes. But it's, you know, there's a tiny little hint, 2 hints of it in this book where they're like, we have a thing. Oh, the red gem thing, this red amulet, turns out it's a tech relic that can compel any machine spirit to do anything. Like, it's an instant override for anything, essentially, is what it's described to be.
Anything? Like a Titan? Anything?
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
I don't want to try that, but man.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Sure.
So this book is 10 years later. The little psycho boy from the prison is all grown up.
He has no memories of who he used to be, which is honestly horrifying. Way to go, Space Marines.
Yes, that's most Space Marines. Most Space Marines don't remember who they were as children.
Zahariel.
Yeah, I mean, they know who they are. Like, Uriel Ventress knows he's Uriel Ventress, and that, like, the Ventress family had another Space Marine in the past, right? Like, they know some stuff. Different chapters are allowed to remember certain things. Like, Ultramarines put a lot of stock in, like, family honor, right?
Yeah.
Others...
Yeah, but, like, Zahariel remembers, like, who his friends were and, like, who was in charge and what they were doing before the Imperium came. Doesn't he?
We're given those from his perspective at the time they happened.
I know.
I don't know that he explicitly remembers all of those details because he doesn't spend a lot of time reflecting on them in specific. It could also be that, like, the Dark Knights, especially the Dark Knight who stays on Caliban for such a long time, does, like, awaken. He can't be awakened. It's all psycho conditioning, and we see it in this book where it gets broken.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a thing that can happen, but most Space Marines do not remember a lot before.
Who they were.
Yeah.
They'll have, like, fleeting memories or
phasey. Yeah.
a feeling or a sound or something. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got it.
Yeah, which someone brought up in a Space Marine creation video, which is it really rules out the notion of that, like, people need to consent to be turned into Space Marines, and yeah, like during the Great Crusade or the Unification Wars, that is a thing the Emperor did. He just, like, turned his enemies into Space Marines, like their children, because it's like, well, they're not gonna know any different when they're grown up.
Right.
Awesome, grimdark, woo!
Another example of
Are
the Imperials the baddies?
You're right. So, Rannick, our arbitrator, is now also full on working with an Inquisitor. The Inquisitor has saved her from the prison planet, and she nearly died in.
Yeah, that's a story we need. Like, how the hell did she go from, like, the sole survivor of this insane just destruction of this prison planet to an Inquisitor's personal retinue? Crazy. That's all.
Yeah.
Something happened there.
That would be a neat story.
Yeah. She's got recurring nightmares about what happened with the Carcharodons and the Night Lords, and
Fair.
she has a hard time kind of separating the two, which reasonable, I guess.
Right. Which I think is great, since how much the first book also goes, hey, maybe the Carcharodons are just Night Lords.
Right.
So having that kid play on, even though this book is going to be like, well, maybe some of them are world eaters, you know?
Yeah.
Which, what did you think about that?
I'm fine with it. I mean, yeah, they've got this internal rage, which is a world eater thing. Although, pre-nails are world eaters especially ragey.
Oh, yeah.
They're not, like, blind ragey, though. I mean,
they were called the Warhounds before they got the butcher's nails, because people would describe them as the Emperor letting them off their leash, where they would just go in and slaughter entire populations.
The nails just made them even more effective at that.
Yes. The difference is Warhounds, though, are also incredibly diligent about having, like, iron control to rein that in off the battlefield. They were considered one of the most disciplined off-field legions because they had to keep that in check, and that is kind of what we're seeing in the Carcharodons.
100%. Yeah, that tracks 1-to-1.
Yeah. So
yeah,
they meet the Ashen Claws in this, and they offer them Gene Seed, specifically Raven Guard Gene Seed, that they just have, right?
Yep.
So it's an entirely question not worth asking, but I'm going to anyway. Their genetic heritage, are they a chimeric legion where their gene seed has aspects of several or a couple different legions? Or are they just as a legion, as a chapter, do they just have different stocks? Like, oh, this one's a World Eater, but this one's a Night Lord.
Yeah,
Oh, this
they've
one's a
just
Raven.
like through the centuries and millennia, they've just run across different stores of gene seed, fighting other legions or recovering it from something.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that makes either one makes sense.
Right. I mean, again, it makes sense and it's not worth asking, but I am deeply curious.
There might not be an answer. Maybe the guy who's writing the Carcharodons is like, I don't know, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
We're
Literally
gonna
doesn't
tease
matter.
some stuff and never answer it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they are still all uniformly described as having like jet black eyes, and like the older ones are growing scales.
Mm-hmm.
But World Eaters don't have jet black eyes, nor do they grow scales.
Right. So chimeric makes most sense.
Chimeric
Just
makes sense,
babies of two different legions.
I guess. But then
Yeah.
you have to ask, how do chimeric legions happen, or chapters happen? How do you get that? Because we know Hansu was a specific individual creation of Fabius Bile, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he passes his gene seed on, does it stay a 50-50 split? Does it become more one way or the other? Because you have to look at the way the gene seed works, which is it rewrites your genetic code to accept implants, but those implants have to be grown for your legion. So if the next guy who gets Hansu's implants grows more Iron Warrior implants than Hansu did, is there a greater chance of rejection? Or is that how Chimeric exists in the first place? They had some, again, entirely not worth asking, but I am deeply interested. Are there Carcharodons who had, let's say, Raven Guard gene seed, but were given World Eater implants, and they just kind of took, after 10,000 years, you find people who just happen to take, and then it becomes more stable, and that's why they express from different... Is that how it happens? I need to know.
It's been 10,000 years. I don't see why not. That sounds like a legitimate answer too. Yeah.
But there are no answers. I have no answers, Falcon.
And there are too many reasonable answers is the thing.
There are too many reasonable answers. So both, or all,
Yeah.
or neither.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
Hooray! Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Especially when dealing with these weird offshoot chapters that are like, they kind of exist, but not really. And
The Imperium kind of doesn't know about them, except for
yeah.
maybe some places kind of do, but they think there's something else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can spend 10 years trying to figure out if they exist at all, and maybe they were imaginary. Yeah.
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 Yeah, so we're introduced to Tyros, the Red Wake is what he's named. He's considered a giant of a space marine. And he has the most impractical weapons ever.
That everybody wants so bad.
So,
Yeah.
Did you look up a model of this guy or any artwork or anything? Like, okay,
No.
could you describe what his weapons are? Just before I, like, show them. Like, I want to see what you took away from this. Because his weapons are a plot point, I guess.
They are.
Yeah.
So they're fist weapons, they're glove weapons
Mm-hmm. Yep.
that are have electrified claws
Mm-hmm.
and chain sword blades on the bottom.
Yeah. So the way this works is he has like Wolverine claws that are electrified coming out the top, and then on the inside of his palm are chain swords. It's the most extra thing any Space Marine would ever need, and it's also,
It really is.
in my opinion, not especially rare technology. That I don't know why they can't recreate a version of this. Like, I get that they don't
Right.
have regular resupplies, but strapping chain swords to some lightning gloves should be doable.
Agreed. The fact that the Ashen Claws have managed to do this on their own is really a testament to how lazy they've gotten over the last 100 years. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That would be funny, though, if they're like, we want... What are their names?
Hunger and Slake.
Thirst? Hunger and Slake?
I think
We want Hunger and Slake. And the Carcharodons are like, you can make them. They sell kits at IKEA. Like, what is your deal? That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you're right. There's nothing incredibly unique about this. Yeah. Very much a 10-year-old learned about different weapon types in Warhammer and was like, what if?
What if? Do you think Nev of the Ashen Claws would be satisfied if he just gave him Hunger or Slake? Like they each had, they shared.
No, probably not. He doesn't seem like a reasonable dude. Like, I really don't think so.
No, probably not. Yeah, so the basic premise, like, we should get to the plot of the book, which is...
We should.
What's the best way to put it? Tyranids are coming. The Carcharodons are going to muster in chapter strength to try and stop the fleet. But they're doing a Hail Mary play where they send just the characters that we know already to a planet that is summoning them. Because if they can kill the cult, the Tyranids will go, oh, I guess they're more organized there because our Lura beacon turned off. That means they've gotten killed. And that means they're not...
Patriarch.
Yeah, that means the Imperium or our enemies are more organized there than we think. We don't know how strong they are. We won't go there just yet.
Right. And also, this seems to be happening in a time in the galaxy before the Imperium at large really knows about the Tyranids.
Yeah. I'm gonna
The
say
Carcharodons are like, we found them first because we're below the galactic plane and we're out here in the outer dark. And holy shit, Tyranids. But they're not at civilization yet.
So,
And I was like, when is this exactly in the story?
So they do mention that the Tyranids have already attacked the Eastern Fringe, which is where Ultramar is. Like, they're like, oh, Macragge has already been savaged by one tendril or one hive fleet or whatever. But this is way bigger. Because scale needs to go up.
Yep.
So yeah, this is just before like Guilliman comes back. If they've been holding off a bunch of different hive tendrils that are coming up through the galactic plane, it's, reasonably close to what, is current setting,
So Ultramar's like, okay, shit, new Xeno species that's really hard to kill. But the Imperium at large is not quite there yet.
Yeah, probably. That might be a good way to put it. I mean, the Inquisitor goes, oh, it's a gene stealer cult. I know what that is. Right?
Oh, that's true. He does know what it is.
Right. So it's possible that they've been around for 200-300 years, and that's enough time.
So the Ordo Xenos knows enough to know what it is.
He's Ordo Hereticus. That's kind of their job. He's Ordo Hereticus.
Oh, he's Hereticus. Okay, that's weirder then.
Right. But learning from Eisenhorn, it doesn't matter what you are. You can dabble in everything.
Yeah, but Eisenhorn's a special boy.
It's true. It's also true.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He's Ordo Xenos, but he spends a lot of time dealing with warp shenanigans.
Lots. Yeah. Anywho's. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, yeah, so this Tyranid, you can stop a Tyranid hive fleet by new solution has been found we'll never talk about again.
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't, unlike killing the non-queen or whatever, this doesn't stop the fleet. This just tells them, hey, you're not as interested in this location as you think you are.
It's pretty good. It's pretty much stopping the fleet.
Right, but they're going to turn around and go somewhere else, right?
Yeah, and then you kill the Patriarch on that planet, and the Tyranids are like, shit.
He's ping-pong between two really far-away planets.
Yeah. I just don't understand this idea at all. I understand killing the Hive Queen, sure. Right, that's an established trope. But this idea that the Tyranids have been infesting and like completely taking over the power structures of this planet for hundreds of years, maybe, right?
Maybe.
A long time, decades. It like it is
Decades at least.
investing every aspect of power on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And then as they're coming to get it, the beacon turns off and they're like, guess that's a lost cause. Like, no, everything's fine. This planet sucks. Like, cannot defend itself under any stretch of any of the imagined. And that's the truth, is they cannot defend themselves from a Tyranid attack. And they don't even try. They're just like, they stopped responding to our texts. Clearly, there's an entire Imperial battle fleet there. That's a weird thing to assume.
I mean, okay, so there's a lot of ways in which I can approach this. One, I can agree with you in that if the Hive Fleet turned up, they would find a shrine world that is not described to have any orbital defenses at all. So if any amount of Tyranids turned up, they could probably win, right?
Yes.
But the part of me that wants to disagree is saying the Tyranids are very animalistic, and maybe if the beacon turns off, they literally lose the scent of where that specific beacon leads, and they go, we don't know how to get there now. Like, it's a very binary thing.
We've been tracking this planet's movements through its solar system and its place in the galaxy for the last 50 years, but they stop responding to our texts and we don't know where it is. We can't possibly figure that out. Yeah.
Again, it's a hive mind. It's not like they're all sitting around a table going like, well, let's examine the data. It was over there. It's like, well, there was a psychic tether coming from that direction.
Yeah.
How reliable is that?
Fair. Right. That's fair.
Yeah. Apparently they turned around. I still like the idea that, like, if the beacon gets turned off, they assume there are more defenses there than there really is. I think that's a fine enough reason to turn around, because their whole shtick is gene stealers undermine all the defenses, cause as much disorder as possible. That way the defense for the proper invasion is completely underwhelmed or overwhelmed. Right?
Yep.
And so if they're able to sort that out relatively quickly, then they go, okay, we're not going to try with that because they've got their shit together there. Let's attack somewhere else. We'll come back here later. We'll assume
but again,
that they don't entirely root out the gene stealers. That'll be an issue again in another 50 years. We can try again.
Right. Which is what's going to happen, because holy smokes, a gene stealer infestation is impossible to get rid of.
Yeah.
There's the part at the end where, like, and then the Imperium showed up 5 years later and tried to clear this out, right?
Right.
And it's just like this painstaking block by block, inch by inch. It's like, no, you're not getting all of it. I appreciate you guys are trying, but holy smokes. Yeah.
So, just as a thing that I really, really enjoyed was that the Gene Stealer cult is part of this fraternus of, like, cult on the planet. Like, they're one of the sub-cults of the ecclesiarchy here. And it's like, oh, if you take a vow with this cult, you're only allowed to leave if you're joining up with the god. Right? Because what's a great way to spread a Gene Stealer cult across as many planets as you can? Infect the people who get to leave the planet and travel to other worlds. Great. It's a great little background detail.
It is. It is. But I mean, I don't know. Like, Tyranid infestations just kind of show up wherever they want to, it feels like.
Sure.
Like, getting the exact methodology they did it this time is, like, neat. But if they didn't say it, I wouldn't be like, man, the Tyranids are sure stuck on this planet. Right. They sure have no way of getting off.
It's nice to have legitimate ways in which you can go, okay, this is one way in which they're getting around the galaxy. Because it's like, okay, the Tyranids are coming from another galaxy. That's like millions of years of even traveling at light speed to get between galaxies. How is it you've got Gene Stealers on this side and that side and over here and on Terra, right? Like, how did they get around so quickly? It's like, okay, they're hijacking Imperial transport somehow. here's one of the ways. You know?
Right. Yeah, fair enough.
Um,
You know what? I had the thought again, though, as they're fighting the Tyranids. I was like, it's another book where you're fighting like a nameless swarm with no free will and no personality at all.
uh-huh.
Like, at least when they were fighting the Night Lords, that was cool. So I appreciated that in the last book.
I really enjoyed this because the descriptions of the Tyranids feel like they're coming from Shah, I think his name is. He's like, he sees the Patriarch, and then it stood up on its hind legs in imitation of a person, and it was disgusting. It's feeling way more personal to his opinion about the Tyranids than it is like someone matter-of-factly stating what the Tyranids are doing.
Right.
So I
Which
thought
is swarming.
Which is swarming, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I dug it. I thought it was fine. I think it's one of the better books for Tyranids.
It's probably better on the list of Tyranid books in that way, for sure.
Yeah.
I love the Carcharodons' favorite method of handling the big bad, of just dropping dreadnoughts on the problem.
Right.
Super great.
All right.
They send in the advanced scouting group, and they're like, all right, we got to find the big bad. And like, oh, shit, we found the big bad. Call in the dreadnought. So they find the Patriarch in this church, and they're like, drop it through the roof. And there's a point where it's like, the roof almost collapsed and killed everyone, but it didn't.
So I did really enjoy the part where like the chaplain and like this one tech marine that they've got are like, let's wake a dreadnought.
Yep.
And it's like, brother, are you there? Hello? Oh god, did we screw this up? Then click Vox the end of the... And then from what I can tell, because it just says, and then the dreadnought heralded its own like awakening, I just assume it screamed. Right? Like and was screaming right until the moment it got into combat. You know?
Yep. It's so great because it drops through the roof, and the Carcharodons are like, okay, so like, all we know is that it's going to kill a lot of stuff. Like, we're not sure if it's friendly or not, but it's going to kill many, many things. And then it starts killing the bad guys, and they're like, hooray! But there's this one moment where they're like, we do not know the mental state of this thing.
Yeah.
Very funny. Yeah, they talk about like how awesome it was before it was a dreadnought and all the incredible stuff it did, and it's like the way the person died, the Space Marine died before it was turned into a dreadnought. There's like 4 different amazing, awesome stories that explain what happened, and then the author's like, but it's done like 18 other things since it became a dreadnought that overshadows anything from its past. So good.
It was very tell but not showing, but in a way that telling really works, where it's like, this isn't key to anything. It's just, we're going to tell you it's badass, and then we're going to drop it from orbit through a roof of a church, right? And you get a great combination of show and tell, and it works great.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's super good. Super cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So
What else?
Tyranids turn away. Oh, Rannick, yeah. She finds her dead Inquisitor and like takes his seal and is like, I look at me, I'm the Inquisitor now.
Yeah, that was great.
Which fair, that is a way that
conversation's
happens.
fantastic. Yeah. She's like, boy, do I have stuff to tell you. Yeah, she just has the hardest time. So she's talking with our
The Astropod.
No, with our main character, Space Marine Psyker. He's a librarian.
Yeah,
but they don't call him that ever, do they?
No, they give him a new name because he's like he got a Space Marine name now.
Like Kaori or something.
Yeah, something like
Kaori,
I think. Yeah. Which also, just side note, love the Maori influence on them in this book, where they say Kiora.
Yeah.
That's Maori for hello.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. I like that. It's kind of a weird name to give a kid, but all right. Yeah.
Ah,
So she's getting dragged around by him. They're trying to find the patriarch. They're trying to get help for her buddy.
mhm.
And he like sacrifices an arbitrator to get through this ceiling door, right? To get away from the Tyranids.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Fuck you, man. You left that person to die." And he's like, "Are you stupid?
Uh huh.
Like, you're an inquisitor. You are an arbitrator. You understand the concept of the needs of the few do not outweigh the needs of the many here. Like, we have a mission that we're on. I'm not callously doing this.
Mhm.
That arbitrator had their job. They sacrificed their life to buy us the time we needed to do what we needed to do.
Mm.
Stupid Rannick." And I was like, yes, thank you. Why is she so bad at this? That's all.
She,
Because, like, if he was a Chaos Space Marine, he would have killed her an hour and a half ago.
uh huh.
Like, there was no reason for him to drag her along or carry her extremely wounded buddy along either.
Mhm.
He does these things, and then he does these other things in the name of the greater good effectively that are callous, and she's like, "Eagle, what's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "All right, can we?"
So she definitely sees him as one of the monsters who uh, gave her PTSD from the events of the first book. Like she makes
Yeah.
pretty much no distinction between the Night Lords and the Carcharodons. Like they're all the same.
Correct. Yes, which fair. Like, I get it. They're both huge, hulking, armored monsters,
Uh huh.
and the freaking Night Lords let you go.
Uh huh.
So just because a Space Marine doesn't actively kill you doesn't mean they're a good guy, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's like I get where she's coming from on some level,
Uh-huh.
but
And like she does kind of force him to carry the guy out because it's like he's had to take his armor off because it's failing, right? And
Yeah.
she's like, I can shoot you with my Vox Legi, I think it's what it's called. It's just a shotgun. You're not wearing any armor, and they would both die. And he's pointing out that like that's an insane decision. Everyone will die. Like you'll die, this guy will die, right?
yeah.
But she's just like so caught up in the moment of like trying to rationalize why he's doing this, and it's like, oh, you're taking him hostage, right?
Right.
Which
Her brain is trying to make sense of what's going on based on what she already thinks is going on.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's a mess. She needs therapy.
I do like it when like her and the Inquisitor are like, well, let's go and conduct some interviews at the local cult, and the tank drives through and just starts massacring all of them, and she's like, it's them, shoots, and it's like click 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 click.
Yeah. Like, the state of mind you have to pull a gun on a group of Space Marines that just showed up and started murdering everyone is... You are not well at that point. You're not a well person. And she's not.
No, she's
It's
not.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if it's just like an auto pistol. Like if she had a plasma pistol, I'd be like, oh, okay, she like knows she could do some damage. She's shooting a BB gun at a tank.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Inquisitor's like, yeah, she's pretty messed up right now. Like, we're getting close to finding Carcharodons, and she is freaking out. She's not much use to me. And I'm like, yeah, you think? Like, probably saw this coming a while out.
Mm-hmm.
She has nightmares about what happened
Yeah.
all the time, which, again, fair and reasonable. Like, I'm not saying it's some moral failing, but I'm just saying to be in an Inquisitor's retinue and to be this compromised is like... Whew.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, do we still consider Eisenhorn to be an Inquisitor by the end of the last Beckwin book? Like he has an Alpha Legion in his retinue and a demon. Like I'm just saying, her stakes are high, but they're not like out there for an Inquisitor.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Even the other dude in the Inquisitor's retinue, who's like this retired guard, who she's sleeping with, apparently, by the way.
Right.
He's just like, oh, women saved me. Right? Like, I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
a lot of people have hang-ups. Obviously, he's not going to go try and shoot a Space Marine for it, but like...
No, but effectiveness in the field is something that matters here,
True.
right? The Alpha Legionnaires, really effective in the field. The demon does what it's told. Like, this poor girl with PTSD and falls apart anytime she thinks that she's near a Space Marine or sees the image of some demon in the corner of her eye. Like,
Right. Okay.
keep her at home. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's probably the two issues that the Inquisitor had to try and juggle with, which is, if it's not a Carcharodons mission, she is very effective as like a blunt force instrument. Like, she's an Arbiter, right? Like, she is.
Yes.
She's a hammer. There is no scalpels in the Imperium stills.
Right.
But the other issue that you have to deal with is she's also incredibly motivated to find the Carcharodons and is likely to be very invested in the like seeing of clues and interpretation and being like, which way should we go, boss? I think they went that way. You know, she's probably very useful in that capacity.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason he sends her to the tomb world to go and look at frescoes of Space Marines. Because it's like, oh, you'll recognize what we need to. I don't need to inform someone with a picture of a Space Marine chapter they've never seen. And when they turn up there, the frescoes won't even look like them because they've all been painted with black discs for heads, you know?
Yep. And there's nothing under the disc. It's just smooth under there.
Yeah. So she has value there. And I think that's true. I think that's what had to juggle.
She is a bloodhound. She is going to one-mindedly, determinedly try to track down the Carcharodons in a way that nobody else is. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Anyway, good stuff.
Good stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I think I liked it more than the last one. I mean, I know you don't like the Tyranids and having to fight them. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying fighting Night Lords is a lot more fun than fighting Tyranids.
Sure. That's, hard to argue with that.
Yeah.
So the next book is Void Exile. I double-checked Audible, by the way. It turns out the third book was just not included in the series, Carcharodons. Like, it hadn't linked the tags, right?
Oh.
So when you clicked, like, more from this series, it only showed the first two books. The third book is out for the audiobook. I do not need to read it with my eyes. So
excellent. That is good news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. I'm glad they did that.
Me too.
Like I said, they probably would. But I wasn't sure. All right, cool. We'll get it done.
Yeah. And then we can get back to
300
the wheel.
pages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good. We wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us on another edition of the Falcon Paladin Hour, streamed live at twitch.tv/Somicron every week. Come check it out. Give it a follow. Give it a sub. Gift some subs. There's some weird promotions going on right now for gifted subs. 30% off if you're at a tier 2 hype train. Pretty fancy stuff.
Wow.
Ask me how I know. You can also find, because Ultra did a hype train by himself today on my stream earlier.
Nice. What a legend.
Yeah. He is. Then you can find us at youtube.com/@Somicron for VODs out there. You can support the podcast by going to patreon.com/Somicron and by buying merch at falconpaladin.store. So be here next week. You can read the books with us. You can discuss them with us if you want. I can not do that as well. And